For those that aren't aware, I started making videos on YouTube over 4.5 years ago, in July of 2015. Today, I'm going to take you through my video making journey to showcase all of the progression from then to the present day in 2020. I created this YouTube channel under a different name on July 15th of 2015. I don't have any screenshots or archives of the original YouTube page, but it was called Flying Cow Studios, and I initially made unedited Minecraft videos. The upfront cost was $0 to me. I used the free trial version of Hypercam 3, and I already owned Minecraft for PC on my dad's laptop. For audio, I grabbed an old conference call headset that was lying around my house, and since I didn't need to do any editing, I just pressed record, did some stuff in Minecraft, and then ended the recording and uploaded the video to YouTube with a very basic title and description and no custom thumbnail. This is what I did for a few months before I started expanding into other games. I played Town of Salem with a couple of friends, which is still around today, and is an online multiplayer mystery game based on the Salem witch trials. I got pretty high tech using Skype to get my friend's audio into the video, and during this, my Hypercam 3 free trial finally stopped working after many months. I then started using Microsoft Expression Encoder 4, which has a free version that lets you record for only 10 minutes at a time. This led to many YouTube videos that were exactly 10 minutes, and that also had a part 2 because the Town of Salem game hadn't finished yet. In early 2016, I also started a couple of new Minecraft series with my neighbor and on my own, and I continued to make these types of gameplay videos for the rest of 2016 whenever I felt like it. The audio quality was horrendous, and I was constantly ridiculed at school for it, but I continued to make videos anyway. At the end of 2016, a few interesting things happened. I started a second YouTube channel to put up LEGO videos, which in case you weren't aware is also a large hobby of mine. The reason I was able to switch from video games to real life videos is because I had gotten a very interesting Christmas present that year. I received the Ricoh WG-M2 that Christmas, which is an action camera that can record up to 4K 30 FPS, similar to the GoPros at the time. It uses a super wide angle 200-degree fisheye lens and is waterproof up to 10 meters. It is a solid piece of kit, and I still use it to this day. The other thing about shooting real life videos is that I decided I better start editing them, and this is where my first experience with video editing software comes in. Again, I used whatever I had around, and in this case, my dad had purchased Pinnacle Studio 14 a while ago, but had never activated or used it. It was so old that it installed via CD onto my family's computer, and this is also when I switched from a laptop to a desktop for recording and editing. I mostly made photo slideshows of different things in my LEGO city with some far too hardcore music from the YouTube audio library that was way too loud because I wasn't sure how to turn down the volume. I did get pretty good at editing to the beat of the music though, which is something that I still use to this day. Another huge thing that happened because of the Ricoh WG-M2 is my first vlog. My family usually takes a ski vacation during March when school is off for spring break, so I decided to use my new action camera to record this trip and see if I could make a travel vlog out of it. So in March of 2017, when we headed out to Utah to explore a lot of the ski hills around there, I brought along my trusty camera and recorded the whole thing. I ended up putting it together in a 14.5-minute video that I was very proud of at the time. I put a lot of work into editing, which was something I hadn't really done previously. The other interesting part of this video was what I used to edit it. Because Pinnacle Studio 14 was so old, it lacked a lot of the modern features and export options that I wanted. So by this time, I had switched over to Adobe Premiere Elements 15. This was huge because I was getting into some real solid editing software now, and the reason I got Adobe Premiere Elements is because another member of my family needed Photoshop elements to edit a few photos for a family album, so we bought them together in a bundle and saved a couple of bucks. By this time, I'd stopped uploading Minecraft and other video game content to my main YouTube channel. 2017 on here was filled with uncut, unedited skiing clips that I uploaded sporadically over the course of the year. There wasn't much else going on, but I did continue to make a few LEGO videos on my second channel. and I did learn a lot about editing in Adobe Premiere Elements from that experience. Somewhere along the way during late 2016, early 2017, I also invested in some better audio equipment, picking up a couple of different microphones and selling a couple of different ones until I landed on what I still have to this day, the Neewer NW800 on a Neewer boom arm. Later on in 2017, I also picked up the current mixer I use, which is the Behringer Xenix 302 USB. The entire reason I got into technology in the first place is because I was looking at different gear and software to upgrade the quality of the videos I was putting on my YouTube channel. Moving into 2018, I continued to periodically upload random clips of stuff, and my YouTube channel kind of turned into a place where I dumped funny videos for laughs. On April 2nd, I dropped my 2018 skiing travel vlog, which was a 25.5-minute monstrosity. It was an extremely long video, but I did learn a lot from editing it. I let the music dictate what I was going to edit, which is how it ended up so long. So this video taught me how to make my media work for me and what I wanted to do for the video. I uploaded 18 videos in one day on April 15th, 2018, which consisted of a bunch of uncut skiing videos from my 2018 vacation to Kelowna, British Columbia, and a school project I'd completed a couple of months earlier. There are a few other main things to note in 2018, even though I didn't upload any videos to my YouTube channel for the remainder of the year. The first one is that now I had access to the Canon 80D because a member of my family had bought it and was also nice enough to pitch in for the Rode VideoMic Pro. These were two huge pieces of kit that I still use for all of my videos to this day, and they really taught me a lot about shooting full manual on a DSLR camera and how to get the most out of the gear that I had. Another thing that taught me a lot during 2018 was a class I took over the summer in downtown Toronto. I took a 1-week course on filmmaking, and we made a documentary-style video about the city of Toronto, which you can view on my website at kylenewcomb.com. This taught me so much about cameras and focus and subjects, and the other main thing I learned was Adobe Premiere Pro. That was the software the course instructors were using to teach us all the various editing tips and tricks we were using. So I got to experience some truly professional editing software for the first time. Also of note, on August 21st of 2018, I uploaded my last Lego video to my second channel. I never planned to fully stop making them, but the enthusiasm for the project had certainly fizzled out. The last major thing that happened in 2018 was Apple refreshed the long-forgotten Mac Mini, and I got one that holiday season. The most exciting thing about that computer is that I bought it pre-installed with Final Cut Pro 10. This marked a huge shift where I was going to be using some professional editing software all of the time. So I was super excited about learning Final Cut Pro and seeing how much more I could do with my video creation. Early 2019 was a bit of a sleeper time. I decided to launch my own tech-focused podcast, which is really the first time I had done any sort of technology-focused content on my YouTube channel. At first, I was absolutely so excited about this podcast and had a blast making it every weekend. But after the first month and a half, I was burning out fast. I only ended up making 7 episodes of the podcast before I quit. But the most interesting thing about those podcasts wasn't the podcasts themselves, but what I uploaded in between them. Between episodes 4 and 5 of my podcast, I uploaded my first ever full-fledged tech video, which was a review I made of the Bose SoundLink Mini. It was a random speaker that was lying around my house because someone had bought it a couple of years ago. But on a whim, I decided to try and make a video about it to test out all of my new equipment and software that I now had access to. Then, only a week later, between episodes 5 and 6 of my podcast, I uploaded my most successful video to date. My review of the phone I was and currently am using, the Samsung Galaxy J7 2016. At the time of recording, that video has almost 1,800 views, 24 comments, and 30 likes, and it's a video that I am immensely proud of to this day. That March, I also made the 2019 version of my spring break travel vlog, which I am very proud of. I had learned my lesson from the previous year, and the 2019 version was only 11.5 minutes long. And it was the first vlog I had ever edited with Final Cut Pro, which was another huge step for me. All of the people who went on the trip loved it, and it's still public on my YouTube channel. Talking gear once again, in late June I picked up one of my favorite pieces of equipment to date, the DJI Spark. I absolutely loved the drone when I first bought it, and I had so much fun flying around where I live after I've got my license, of course. I was so fascinated by the thing, I decided to make a video about it, and so I did, and I uploaded my 17.5-minute review and tutorial of the DJI Spark on July 13th, 2019. It is still one of my more successful videos to date, having over 150 views at the time of recording. I used my drone all the time over the summer to film tons of different things, including a trip to the cottage that I later edited into a fun video montage that I uploaded to my YouTube channel on August 27th. I also got really inspired and made a similar video for a trip to Hawaii that I had gone on earlier that month. I was really feeling it with these videos and decided to do something that I had been pondering for over 2 years. On August 30th, I sent out a tweet, which is still pinned to my profile, announcing that I was going to be uploading tech-focused videos weekly for the remainder of the year. I had already prepared a couple of videos, so I was a little bit ahead, and as school started, I went all in, creating lists of video ideas, getting really good at scripting, and getting my video making process down to a science. I have not missed a single week since that tweet, and have successfully uploaded a video each week on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you look at the published date of this video, it should say January 7th, 2020, and you may be able to figure out what this means. I'm gonna keep going. I decided to upload for 4 months at the end of the year as an experiment to see if I could do it, see if I would get burnt out, and see if I would enjoy it. And as it turns out, I've had a blast making all of these videos. I'm going to keep making videos well into the future, and I've seen some promising growth on this channel over the last little while. During this 4-month stretch, I've started making some pretty good dedicated thumbnails, I've started adding end screens to all of my videos, and I've also set up an official website to display all of my content, as well as put a lot more effort into my Twitter account to extend my reach. Alongside this, I've also been taking a live broadcasting class at school, where we do live video announcements once a week, which has really helped me work with quick turnaround times and working with groups on collaborative video projects. The videos that I make for that class don't end up going on this YouTube channel, but the skills I have gained have greatly improved all of the content I put out there. The cynics out there will probably say, Kyle, you have 46 subscribers on YouTube. Why the hell have you made this video? No one's gonna watch it, and all of your skills and learnings are useless if you can't grow a darn YouTube channel. To which I respond, you're absolutely right. YouTube has always been a fun hobby of mine, and it's never been a serious interest until 4 months ago when I started uploading regularly. I love making videos, and I wanted to recount all of my experiences over the last 4.5 years, even if only one person watches it. I really do believe that YouTube is a great platform for learning and experimenting and being creative with whatever it is that you do, whether it be tech like me, gaming like I used to do, or anything in between. There is so much that I have learned from this platform, and I wanted to put it out here at the beginning of 2020 as a retrospective as we move into a new decade, which is going to be full of so much new and exciting stuff that I will be thrilled to cover on this YouTube channel. I'm so excited to keep making videos well into 2020, and I hope you are excited to watch them. You can help me and support me on my YouTube journey by clicking the subscribe button, following me on Twitter at KyleGNew, and visiting my website at kylenewcomb.com. I post written reviews of products over there. All of my videos are listed on the videos page, and there's also a way to contact me if you want to get in touch and work on something in the future. I'm so grateful for all of the experiences I've had over these last few years on YouTube, and I'm really hoping that my videos will continue to get better and that more people will be interested in watching them. Here's to a great 2020.